Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a Lego set and a model kit. I'm also here to hang out with all of you. And I'm going to start things off by throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the tier 2 blue emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi or use other people's emotes. Or if you feel like being a lurker, go ahead and lurk. You don't have to say anything. It's a Monday. We got some Lego. We got a model kit to start. It's going to be a good one. Ghost Val is here. Lashbrick is here. Hello to both of you. I do want to say, and I will be promoting this often as we approach June 21st. We are currently at 42 subscribers out of 44. The goal is to hit 44 before June 21st, which is my subathon stream. Friday, June 21st, I'm going to be rolling for 3 to 4 hours trying to crack 88 subscribers. Now, in previous years, the subathon, or the 2 years that I've been doing subathons, the subathon was there'd be milestones. So we hit this, I do this. We hit that, I do that. This time around, there's a milestone and a sub incentive, and I will reveal that tonight. And here it is. At 44 subscribers. Hey, Lord Crashington, thank you so much. I will get to that in just a second. I just started talking about this, but I will get to you. Shirley, thank you for your continued support. When we hit 44 subscribers, we will unlock the Nightmare Royal Rumble in WWE 2K24. So that will happen. And then we will begin the McNuggathon from 45 subscribers all the way up to 88 subscribers. For each subscriber I get, I will eat a McNugget. The limit is 44, which is the years I will be alive. I am alive. So yeah, that's the idea is we start at my birth date, we end at 88, 44 nuggets in however long that takes. We'll have Hearthstone, wrestling, old games, commercials, and more. There'll be stuff. But instead of doing like, when I get to 50, this happens. When we get to 60, this happens. Instead, the idea is we get to 44, a cool thing will happen, which is a bunch of creative wrestlers that look like complete and utter nightmares will fight in a battle royale. And then if one person donates or subscribes or gifts a sub and I get to 45 subscribers, I eat a McNugget. And I keep eating McNuggets. If someone gifts 10 subs, I eat 10 McNuggets. And that's the thing. It's the McNuggathon as part of the Pat Baer Subathon. Gotta save the 100 Nug challenge for another stream. Yes. I don't think I could do a Centurion, which is 100 nuggets in 100 minutes. The idea is that there will be lulls. There's two possibilities here, right? One possibility, I guess three. There are three possibilities. Three possibilities here. One, I get a couple subs here and there, and I eat a couple nuggets, and then I have a lot of leftover fucking McNuggets after that. The more likely scenario is a constant rate of them throughout, and then eventually a rush and we get to the end. And then the third, also likely scenario, more likely than the first, as likely as the second, within a half an hour, I'm at 88 subs and I need to eat 44 McNuggets. And I'm just, for a good portion of the stream, we are watching videos, old commercials or wrestling or something, and I am just housing McNuggets. There's a chance that that's the likelihood. Is the third scenario. I think the first scenario is the least likely, where it's just like, I don't know, I got like 8 subs over 4 hours and I just kind of had to eat some McNuggets. There's a fourth one where I don't get to 44 at all and I'm just doing a bunch of shit and I don't even touch a McNugget, which is the funniest outcome to me. And we're also we'll get to one thing here. I want to say the funniest possible outcome would be that I don't even get to 44 subscribers and I don't have any McNuggets, and I bought 44 McNuggets that would be sitting next to me on a table next to my streaming setup for fucking like 3 to 4 hours, and it just didn't get there. That's the funniest outcome, that I spent like over $20 to get nuggets and I don't get to do anything. I got to check that again. Let me look up the thing here. While I look this up, let's throw the Bear Cave Lego Site Tier 2 Blue Emote in chat, and we will thank Lord Crashington for renewing their sub. 59 months is so many months, saying, hope things are going well and keep up the great work. Thank you so much to Lord Crashington for continuing your subscription. 59 months is so many months. Got to get that 50 bucket that Wendy's is offering now. I could do that. I'm going to double check here. Let me check out. I'm looking at Seamless here, Seamless/Grubhub. And we're going to go to McDonald's. There's the McDonald's. It's a 3.8 rating, my closest McDonald's here. And then if I am searching for McNuggets, let's see. Okay, so there is a 40-piece chicken nuggets. Will run me about $15. Obviously, I'm going to get this delivered because that's the easiest way to do this. Delivery adds some money to it. I can only get 6 sauces for 40 nuggets, and then I'm going to buy more. And let's see. Now, here's the thing. For like $4, I can get 4 more nuggets. Not enough sauces, John. You're right. For $4, I get... for $4, I get 4 more nuggets. For $5, I get 6 more nuggets. For $7, I get 10 nuggets. And if you're asking yourself, Pat, are you going to get a 10-piece and a 40-piece? The answer is, yeah, that's the best way to do it, I think. I might get the 6-piece. I should probably have a wiggle room. And I also will count, so I should get more than 44. I'm thinking I'm going to get 50. They don't have a 50-piece. They have a 40, and they have a 10, and they have a 20. They don't have a 50. And they don't have... Well, they do have 40 nuggets and 2 large fries as a combo. They have a 20-piece and a cheeseburger, and 2 cheeseburgers, 2 fries, or a Big Mac, 2 Big Macs. Yeah, they don't do any combos with the 40, other than French fries, which I definitely don't need. Can't just eat nuggets. 40 nuggets and fries sounds pretty tempting too. John, yes, but I need to hit 44, so I might get nuggets and fries. I don't know. Here's what I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna order it at lunchtime, before lunchtime, and I'm probably gonna get like the 6-piece or the 10-piece meal, and then just put 4 aside. Like, I'll get the 10-piece meal, eat 6 at lunch, and then eat 40. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I have to get them before the stream starts. I'm not gonna worry about trying to get them warm. I have more time to think about this. But what I'll probably end up doing is getting them and then warming them up a little bit before the stream starts. Like, probably microwaving them for a little while. That's the plan anyway. Here's the thing. If I get a 6-piece and the 40-piece, the 6-piece comes with 2 sauces. So I will have more sauce. Treat yourself to the oven. John, I mean, that might work out. Maybe I'll throw them in a toaster oven for a little while. The microwave's faster. I don't know. I have time to think about it. Strategy is important, as Lord Crashington just said. Strategy is important. Now, there are questions that you might have, like, Pat, how many nuggets have you ever had in your life? Can you eat 44 nuggets? As we continue here on our Lego build here, are you confident that you can eat 44 McNuggets? And the answer to that question is, I'm fucking confident. Will it be incredibly salty? Yes. Will I be forced to do some nonsense? Possibly. Possibly. Now, what kind of nonsense would that be, Pat? Well, the easiest answer to that is that I might have to rely on water. Not drinking water, dunking water. Do I want to do that? No. Would I have to do it if I was doing the Centurion, which is 100 nuggets in 100 minutes? Or the 60 in an hour, which some people do as well. Yes. The thing is, my time limit is, I'm setting myself a time limit, which is the end of the stream. By the end of the stream, I will have to accomplish this feat. That's it. So if it takes me 3 hours to eat 44 nuggets, that's fine. As I said, of the 4 outcomes, one of those outcomes is I don't eat that many throughout the course of the day of the stream, and I just have a couple, and then I have a lot left over. Or one possibility is it is a constant stream of like, oh, here's 5. Yeah, I'll get in on that. Oh, that's good. Oh, I'll do it. We are starting at 3:30 p.m. And if you are wondering, Pat, are you doing it at 3:30 p.m. because you want Jeff Gersman, who wraps up around 4 p.m. Eastern time, to raid you? Yes, I do want that. I want to be raided by Jeff Gersman. I think he will raid me. And then I will have a plethora of people. I figured you were born at 3:30. No, John, I was born, I believe, sometime after 1 p.m. No, we're starting there simply because my hope is to get a raid on a Friday. One thing I did want to point out here, unrelated to the McNugathon. So, it is asking here for a black piece that looks like this. Now, you may remember when I was assembling, I disassembled everything from the camera and the retro camera, and I did the TV. I couldn't find this in black. I was supposed to find this in black. What I did find was this, which was wrong. This was not what I wanted. You can see there's like a nubbin that sticks out, and I needed it to be there. In truth, I have 2 of these. Because you see, in constructing the photo camera on the film, I put a peg on this piece. I had this piece all along. It was just I didn't recognize. It was black on black, so I couldn't see that this piece, which is hard to see here, I couldn't see that these are 2 pieces stacked on top of each other. I had no idea, and I was looking for it. I was like, I can't, it exists, I just can't find it. I found it. So rest assured, everything worked out in the end, and now I can put this. So my photo that I have of me completing that was, of course, completely inaccurate of my completed television because I had the wrong dial on it. But yeah, I have been thinking that I didn't want to do incremental incentives because I don't think they move the needle, right? I was ambitious in January when I did my first of the year subathon, because I do 2 subathons a year now, a January one and a birthday one. You know, halfway through the year, makes sense. Start the year off right towards the end of the year and do that. But I recognize that, one, my ambition was way off because my ambition was to beat my previous sub goal. My previous sub goal is 149. Because I had a pretty good month going where I had 49 subscribers, and then Bunny Fiend, dropped 100. Bunny Fiend commits crimes. Bunny Fiend dropped 100 subscriptions. So the most I've ever had is 149. So like, that's ridiculous. That was ridiculous of me to think that I could get to that. Also, you know, I put this on there. There you go. All that work, and I have put on a piece that was giving me trouble before. That it caused me no amount of annoyance. But yeah, I'm never going to hit 150 subscribers, right? Not with that attitude, Pat. No, with being realistic. That shouldn't be my goal. So in January, my subathon did okay, but we got nowhere near all the stuff that I wanted to hit. I did not drink Monster milk, Monster energy drink, and milk. You may have noticed that there is not a drink attached to this subathon. I am trying to move away from that. I have done Pilk. I have done Mountain Dew and milk, Dilk, or Mountain Dilk. I did not do Monster milk, and I think that's okay. So instead of it ending with a drink crime, I am going to be committing food crimes by eating a whole lot of McNuggets. Pat trying not to be typecast as the milk guy. Yes, I do not want to be the weird milk drinking guy. Also, I'm not a food crimes guy. I don't enjoy eating weird combinations of food or making myself feel bad food-wise in my stomach. I'm gonna feel... Look, let's be correct about this. I'm gonna feel bad. And I want to know. 10 nuggets. I could do 10 nuggets, no problem. In my 20s, I could do 20 nuggets and no problem. And even in my 30s, probably. I think I am going to feel fucking bad. Like 25 nuggets in. Even over the course of like 2 hours. I think 25 nuggets, I'm going to feel bloated and salty. And I am going to be sick of dipping sauces because I only like a couple dipping sauces. I'll have ketchup as well, but I really only like McDonald's barbecue sauce. I like the ranch, but they don't give you the ranch with tenders. They don't usually give it with nuggets. At least it's not on the website. So I am expecting this to feel awful. Gotta have a pilk chaser. No, Lord Crashington. You misunderstood the whole point. The point is, I finished the camcorder, everybody. It only took 20 minutes of the stream to do. I knew it would be quick to finish this up. We couldn't finish it on Saturday, but we did finish it up. Here's the camcorder. You can see it's got the viewfinder, which is fun. And then it's got camera part here. It looks similar to the old camera. Almost Googled chicken milk. Pretty sure chicken breasts don't make that. Yeah, I'm fairly confident. They didn't know, Lashbrook. They do not include the strap. The strap is only for the photography camera, not the video camera. It's over there. I could get it, but I don't want to. I tried to reach for it and I can't without standing up. So here's our camcorder. I do have my Panasonic camera above me right now. It looks similar to this. It's not the same because I don't have this thing. I just have a little display. But yeah. If you're wondering, no, you can't see through it. They didn't make it hollow through the whole thing. That would be kind of fun, but very difficult. If they made it so you could see through that. But, you know. Yeah, it's done. And the insides of it look kind of hollow and kind of weird. I think maybe it should be. I think maybe they should have made this solid, but whatever. But I'm going to take some photos of it because it's built. So I'll take a quick shot of that. I'll get that off there. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. Take a nice little photo of this. I'll do it down here. Then we got to take a photo where I can see the viewfinder. The viewfinder also doesn't pivot. That makes sense. There wasn't anything that would imply that would be a possibility on this. Cool. And that's it. I will at some point disassemble this. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to move a lot of this Lego out of my way because I do not need it in my build area to work on a model kit. Because we're going to move on to a model kit. Hooray! And yeah. That's that build. That is it for the Lego retro camera. My highest recommendation of a Lego 3-in-1 in a very long time. Even if you only want to build one of the three, if you just only want to build the photo camera, it's fucking awesome. A quick look at this here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong one. I want to pick this one. There it is. Even if because I'll try to make this bigger so you can see all the parts of it here. Yeah, even if you just want to build this camera whips ass. Like, even if you just want to build this part, it's so good. It's worth getting just for that. but the rest of it is cool as well. So consider it. All right, we're moving on. It is time to start building the CGUE Type D.E.E.P.ARMS. That's D.E.E.P.ARMS. The CGUE Type D.E.E.P.ARMS. We're getting into some gunpowder. Let's get out our instructions here. This is a kit from the year 2004. It is a Gundam Seed kit. It is from one of the storytelling devices that are in the magazines in Japan, where they have photorealistic photos of model kits telling a story. It's a manga, but it's also like a diorama. It's a weird thing that I think is neat. But we got that. We're going to build that here. Lovely colors on this kit. Sticker check. There are some color correcting stickers. There are very few stickers. There is an eye sticker, and I believe that's a crotch sticker. And then I think this is on the legs, I want to say. And I don't remember where that goes. It might be a weapon sticker. I can't remember. And we've got these, which I cannot remember if these. I think these are water slides, but I'm going to translate to see what it says. Looks like it actually from the year 71 CE, which obviously stands for Cosmic Era. Yes, it is from the Cosmic Era. Because, of course, that is the era of Gundam Seed. All right, this says, marking sticker from the CGUE D.E.E.P.ARMS. See, it translates that as CGUE, so I'm right in calling it the CGUE. You can actually see that. That's neat. Too many timelines. I mean, yeah, you just know. Marking sticker. I believe a marking sticker means that these are just fancy stickers. What does marking sticker mean? I believe that is what it is. Marking sticker versus water slide decal. Marking stickers are applied like other stickers from model kits. Just remove the marking seal from the marking seal sheet and put it on the seal. Okay, great. So yes, so these are fancy regular stickers is the way to go there. I had forgotten. These are not water slides. These are not dry transfers. These are just fancy-ish stickers, which is great because we were applying those towards the end of the kit. But first things first, we got to get going on this chest. It's time to build this fucking model kit. Unfortunately, we do need to talk about layoffs in the games industry. Now, to be fair, well, to be specific, not to be fair, to be specific, these are not layoffs. These are... This is a Japanese mobile company and Web3 game developer. Gumi is hoping that 80 employees will retire from the company because it's not a culture of laying people off or generally in Japan of even really firing people just to make up the numbers difference. So what they're getting around with a loophole, which is asking people to retire early with benefits. Yes, John. No, not retire. Retire from the company. Step down. Or you might want to say voluntary redundancy. Not going to retirement. Retire, the other, one of the other definitions of retire or meanings of retire. To retire to the bedroom. It's just in this case, the bedroom is not at this fucking company anymore. What if 80 of you folks didn't work here anymore? Please, it would be so good for us if we could restructure. Now, one of the reasons why they're doing this is not just money, is, and I can appreciate this, so I will give them credit for this. They're like, hey, we're shifting our direction as a company, and some of you are probably going to fucking hate that. So we're giving you an out because we know that some of you will hate that. Now, do we need a bunch of you to leave? Yes, we definitely do. But we also understand that what we're about to do, you're not going to love. A lot of you aren't going to love. Because they are basically, they have a game engine. So their goal is, all right, we're going to focus on making games for licensed properties and using our regular tech here. Their quote is specifically, for the time being, we will not develop original titles that are highly risky, and instead will distribute low-cost titles with a high probability of profit by combining our proven game engine with powerful IP, as well as develop more commissioned titles. With this acquisition, we will quickly transition to a system that continuously generate stable earnings. So basically, they're like, hey, instead of making cool shit, like, you know, we hired you under the promise of, yeah, that's not going to fucking work for us. Instead, we're going to try to make games. We're going to try to just take commissions, build other people's games, try to get cheaply to make licensed IPs that could theoretically turn a profit because people will want to play it because they like the property, not because they like us as developers. And if you don't want to do that, yeah, we get it. As part of the revamp, CGUE is offering voluntary retirement packages to employees who may find it difficult to, quote unquote, coexist with the new business plan. Okay, so these need to go into the back of the kit. We can do that. I might need to use, yeah, I'm gonna, here. Offer open to all employees, and said employees will be able to put themselves forward between June 17th and July 5th. So basically, they've got some time to say, like, yeah, actually, fuck this. I'm out. Give me money. They want to cut around 80 jobs by the end of July. So we do have another quote here from CGUE. Employees who retire under the system will be treated as company-initiated retirement. So even though you're the one volunteering to retire, by Japanese law, they're going to be considered that it is the company put it forth. Initiated retirement and special retirement benefits will be provided. We will also provide re-employment support through an out-employment support company for those who wish to do so. So there's a quote here. This was written up by Game Developer, and Game Developer reached out to someone who follows the Japanese game industry and Japanese employment, Dr. Sikrin Toto, who is the CEO of a consulting agency in Japan named Katan Games, who said that it is essentially a rare case of layoffs in Japan where it's generally not possible to just fire employees. The retirement allowance packages and other things to employees who need to resign technically offered used by Japanese companies in these situations. So this is this is a workaround. They didn't invent this. This is a thing that people do to get around the fact that you need to lower your head count because otherwise it is you are going to be in trouble with the Japanese government for throwing that shit into the fire. So there's our update here. No layoffs yet, but they're trying to reduce their workforce by 80 people in a way that will be a loophole to otherwise. And if they were in a different country, they would just lay off those people. Instead, they're going to try to get some of those people to quote unquote retire. Again, that's retiring from the company, not retiring in the traditional being done with work idea. Not great. It's not great. Let's talk about some stuff that I thought was pretty great. Now, I know some people were down on the Xbox showcase at during Summer Game Fest. I would say, I'm not going to get into it because I don't have the numbers in front of me. Their new offerings for their console stuff, their console upgrades, are all out of whack. If you are not someone that ever wants to use a disc, even the discless things, like the amount of money they want for these just seems completely ridiculous. I'm not going to get into too much of that. I'm going to focus on the games. But I do want to just say that while I don't think it was like, oh, there's some stuff here for me. This console has no disc. Yes. Well, I do want to say that some of this stuff isn't necessarily for me, but especially when you compare it to the Sony State of Play that happened before, to just the general announcements that happened. Some of the other companies that chose not to do any events this week, like a lot of shit. They put out a lot of shit out there that I think is solid. And I think that Microsoft had a good showing. I think that it's pretty solid. Now, could it be better? Yeah, of course. They didn't announce a Forza. People love their Forza games, right? That could be better. I know some people thought that they just turn on the hose of Game Pass games from Activision Blizzard, and they would just up that. But that's a slow trickle because they want to have a bunch of announcements constantly for Game Pass. And like, while they hunt down other games to bring to Game Pass, they always have Activision Blizzard in their back pocket as like things they can put out. Call of Duty 6. There was so much Call of Duty 6. If you don't give a shit about Call of Duty Black Ops 6. If you don't care about Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I can understand why you would be frustrated by this. I totally get that. But like, I don't know. I still thought there was some good stuff, and we'll go through it. Even if there wasn't like a ton of good stuff for me, I still think there was some cool shit. We are almost done with this. We're going to have to, of course, pan a line here. But we're almost done. This light, like, I don't know what color. It's blue. It's a very light blue. We'll use brown, gray on that, and everything else we'll use black on, like the orange and all that. So we'll do that. We'll consider that to be the light color, because there's also a light gray in this as well. But yeah, this chest came together pretty easy. This is just it's a mobile suit, not a Gundam. So there are some cool shit going on here, but it also isn't like the most comprehensive. It's a 2004 high grade of a kit from a magazine. Like, it's the D.E.E.P.ARMS. There's some concessions are made. Yeah, they had a long thing about Call of Duty. I'm not going to get into that too much. As someone that liked the 2016 Doom and didn't love the sequel to that Doom game, I thought that Doom: The Dark Ages seemed pretty all right. There's a dragon in it. Yeah. Like, does this seem like somebody would pitch it who is not part of id? Would be like, hey, I got an idea for a Doom game. What if it was like the Dark Ages? John says, we'll see how the mechanics are for Dark Ages. I also wasn't a fan of Doom Eternal, but like the first. Yeah, if it's going back to 2016 and going in different directions, or if it's just another Eternal, but there's Dark Ages shit, yeah, that remains to be seen for me as far as if I'm going to be deep into it or think it looks all right. But yeah, if you want to make me feel real good, tell me that it's more like 2016. Oh yeah, there's a dragon in it. I don't know. Fucking looks pretty cool. It's going to be on Xbox Game Pass on launch day in 2025. Seems pretty fucking great. State of Decay doesn't really do much for me. Hey, what's up with Dragon Age Veilguard? Now, am I the biggest Dragon Age boy? No. But have I liked every Dragon Age that I've played? Well enough. I'm more of a sci-fi than a fantasy guy when it comes to my video games. That's always kind of been my thing. I've always been a bit lean more towards the sci-fi stuff than the fantasy, but I do like Dragon Age games. I like the writing a lot, certainly. But yeah. Oh, it's coming out this year. It didn't do much for me. It didn't like... I wasn't like, oh, fuck yeah, finally, it's more Dragon Age. I've been waiting. It was more like, oh yeah, there's Dragon Age. Okay. Is that because Baldur's Gate 3 fucking was a revelation to a lot of people? Maybe. Is it me? It might be. I am fully willing to believe that I might have just lost the interest in Dark Age. I don't know. One game I've definitely lost the interest in is Starfield. Shattered Space, which is the expansion there, is coming to PC and consoles this year. And there's another update with new bounties and other stuff. And some of it is community created, which is fun. I think cool. But like, I don't know if I want to go back to Starfield. I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm pretty sure I beat Starfield and I'm done with Starfield. I mean, I could go back. I own it. I could go back to Starfield. Here's the thing. I don't have the Nexus page for Starfield bookmarked anymore. I'm not even keeping up on Starfield mods. So, like, I don't know. I checked out the update and they merged the Creation Club and the mods into one section. That makes sense and that's smart. They learned a lot from Fallout 4 about including mods. Now, I finished the chest of this kit and you would say, "Great, Pat, let's move on to the head." No. This kit goes chest, arms, complete with shoulders, then head. I don't know why. And then the backpack. And we put the backpack on before we put the head on. All I can think of is they think the head is tough to put on. I don't know. But we'll start with, we're going to do one arm. It's weird. There was a Fallout 76 stuff, which you would expect. I can't see myself getting into 76. There's new stuff. It's out on Wednesday. It'll be out on Game Pass on this Wednesday. Expedition 33 didn't do much for me. South of Midnight could be fucking cool. So here's the thing. Compulsion Games, the makers of We Happy Few and other things. I want to really like Compulsion Games. I want to like what they make. I love the ideas of what they make more than I like their actual products. But that being said, I do think that it looked pretty fucking good. South of Midnight is... I mean, I've been saying that about every trailer I've seen. It looks like it's next year, Xbox and PC. Like I said, I've impressed anytime I see it. I just don't know if I'm like committed to it. Warcraft trailer, that's fine. Snake Eater, which is a Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, which is Solid Snake 3 or Solid 3 Snake Eater. So yeah, weirdly enough, Snake Eater is a remake of Snake Eater, and they're gonna put a more quote unquote more modern control style, and it sure looks like Snake Eater, which is not my favorite Metal Gear game. So I don't know. I'm not gaga for that shit. I'll say that. I'm mildly interested, but not overly interested in that. They're gonna make it political now. Yes, Lord Gratchington. Snake went woke, of course. Sea of Thieves update, sure. Flintock, The Siege of Dawn is a very motherfucking video game name. Flintock, The Siege of Dawn is a very like video game name. That's coming out in July for Xbox, Windows. It's a Souls-like. It's a Souls-like RPG is what they want you to know about it. And to that I say, sure. Age of Mythology Retold, which is from the people that brought you Age of Empires. Looks fine. That's coming out in September. I don't know. Hey, Perfect Dark looks bad, and I'm not... You know me. I'm not here to be like, oh, they ruined her face. Her chin looks different, and they ruined it. It's because of woke. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what we were told was a look at gameplay that very much did not fucking look like gameplay. Well, if that was Perfect Dark gameplay, then that game looks fucking incredible. I don't think that was fucking gameplay. I am not interested in this Perfect Dark, which is the way I felt about every time I've seen anything of this. Also, they don't have a fucking release date for that game. What are we doing here? Idealized CG gameplay, yeah. I don't know what I want from a Perfect Dark game in 2024. Last word. Honestly, I don't want a perfect... I guess the answer is I don't really want a Perfect Dark game unless it was like a very weird version of it. I guess I would want it to be very strange. I would want like I don't want to say fucked up. Maybe I do want to say fucked up. Yeah, maybe I do want to say I want a fucked up version of it. Yeah, I guess that's what I want. I want it to get really weird. I want a Perfect Dark to be very strange. Over the top? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Hey, we had a cinematic trailer for Vessel of Hatred for Diablo 4. For the expansion, there's also some other stuff coming, some quality of life stuff. You can have a pet that will collect shit for you. So you don't have to run around collecting stuff. You can have a pet that will auto-collect things, and that's fun. Yeah, there's going to be new story stuff, new region, new character class. Yeah. Vessel of Hatred. Let's see if I believe my notes here I left a link here to a little bit of that. What did I write down for this? Yeah. There's a demon. It's weird. It takes place after Fallout. It's Diablo 4 with new stuff. It's new stuff in Diablo 4. And we're looking at some stuff to Torajan, which we did not see in Fallout 3. That was not a region that we saw in Fallout 3. It was not a region that we saw in Diablo 3. So that's kind of neat. As someone that kind of remembers Diablo 2, that's pretty neat. All right. Shoulder done. Let's build the arm part here. We need B and other parts of that. Fable. I'm not the biggest Fable guy myself. That's coming out sometime next year. That was a pretty good trailer. It was irreverent in ways that make sense. It was funny to some people in ways that Fable very much is. I'm not the biggest Fable boy, but I thought the trailer was I was like, yeah, all right. I'll be willing to hear about people talking about Fable next year. Sure. In a game that I thought looked pretty fucking rad, even though I'm not big on like team shooter stuff like this. Look, let's be real. My multiplayer crew is very excited. The game of the show for my crew of people who want to play multiplayer games together was Fragpunk. Fragpunk has vibes, and also not everyone in this crew, and I say my crew, it's our crew, but you understand what I'm saying with that. I didn't create the group. I'm a member of the group. But the group itself has some people who like card games, myself included. And adding card mechanics to mix things up and change things up has worked a lot for many genres, and I don't think it's a bad idea to experiment. That's 33. Side. You need 32. I don't think it's a problem to experiment with that as you're trying to figure things out. I think the vibe is cool. And yeah, Fragpunk coming out sometime next year. That was the game that the crew was the folks were most excited about in regards to having a multiplayer game that we can all play together. That one seemed to hit people pretty hard. And by then, we'll probably be kind of done with Helldivers. Likely. It'll be likely that we'll be ready to move on from Helldivers. We'll probably have played something else by then, too. But, yeah. It feels like something that we could sink our teeth into. So I thought that was neat. Winter Burrow looked cute. Cute and sad. Yeah, it has a cute art style, but like a sad, storyline. I don't know. Emotional. Look good though. Mixtape is from the folks that brought you The Artful Escape. Mixtape seems neat. Another sad mice game. Yes, that is a sad mice game. Yeah. Mixtape is like the greatest hits of relationships. Like a mixtape, but with feelings. Oh, that seemed pretty good. That seemed like something that I want to check out. Yeah, I was definitely interested in that. I think that's a good trailer that piqued my interest. I'll say that. Another game to not stream. Yes. Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you want to be a commercial pilot or work search and rescue or cargo transport or an aerial firefighter, it's jobs. The next update for Flight Simulator coming in November is jobs. Is plane related jobs, which. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Why the fuck not? Get your job on. Get your plane-based jobs. I look forward to Vinny Caravella crashing planes while trying to put out fires. That sounds real good to me. Check that shit out. I need B, 34, and then I need a C. I put C away, but I need C. B. This kit's coming together pretty good. We made some good progress on this, which is nice. That goes there, and then I need C16. But we've already built the chest and one arm in like 40 minutes, so that's pretty good. It helps that this is dark blue, doesn't really need that much marker. I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm going to panel line it, but it's not going to need too much. That game needs a career structure like American Truck Simulator. That would be kind of cool, Lord Crashington. More Elder Scrolls Online. They're still doing that. That's fun. More Life is Strange is coming. Max is still our main character. Still going through some shit, trying to make things happen. Coming to Windows, PC. End of October. In time for Halloween. Last week is interested in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but only if everything from 2020 carries over. Yeah, I don't know. Is it really a new ESO expansion if people aren't screaming in an audience? I think there were a few people screaming. They're screaming at home. It's okay. Even if they couldn't do it in person, they were screaming. They're screaming where it counts, in their hearts, in minds, and at their televisions. All right, so this goes in the long way. And this goes in like this. Which allows this to pop in here. And there's an arm done. We will panel line this, of course. But yeah, we got an arm done. We'll use black on everything. Indiana Jones and the Great... Life is Strange. More Life is Strange. That's cool. Around Halloween. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. looks fucking pretty good. It's coming out sometime this year. No release date, but it is this year. I assume it will probably be the end of 2024, and it'll be Microsoft's like big like end of the year thing. I hope the gameplay is good. It looked fun. Yeah, my takeaway from the trailer was, yeah, all right, I'll play an Indiana Jones game. Yeah, okay. That's neat. Yeah, sure. That's kind of my vibe when it comes to that. I thought it showed pretty well. So I belong to two Discords for model kit builders. One is built off of the Plastic Model Weekender. We have a Discord that serves during the weekend as a place for people to congregate and get audio and video and all that other stuff for the streams. And outside of that, it is for people to promote, to ask questions, to talk shit, to talk about any of the anime that we're watching, to recommend stuff. If there are deals on model kits somewhere, I often hear about them in that group. Then I belong to another model kit building group that is like, I got asked to join this. It was like they were trying to become like a collective. The idea was eventually to do like group builds together, like, hey, this month we're all building this kit and like we're going to stream, and it's a smaller group. That one's full of people that but they traverse all over the internet to share information. And I say this to tell you that nobody in those groups, one group is about like 60 people, I believe. The other group is like over 100. Neither group is talking about Mecha Break. Mecha Break did not reach die-hard, we talk about model kits and Gunpla and Gundam and mecha stuff on Discord. And they're active groups. Nobody is fucking talking about this thing. And it was really surprising to me that like nobody in the people that are like, well, this one isn't as bad as this, and if you want to play this game, and here's the console to play if you want to do that, and if you want to get into these games that are only in Japanese, like here's the fan translation, and here's a good guide to how to do it, and all that shit. All that shit's out there. Nobody fucking saying a word about Mecha Break. It's out in August. I don't know if that has anything to do with the quality of it. I can't tell you for sure, but I can tell you that people that I would expect to be like, this shit looks awesome, are saying fucking nothing about this. I don't know. Maybe when it comes out, I'll hear more. Wu-Chan Fallen Feathers. It's a Souls-like in the Ming Dynasty. It'll be on Game Pass. I don't have anything else to say about it. I'm sorry that I don't have anything else to say about it. Avowed still finally kind of looks cool, but Avowed also, I don't know about that game. I guess I just don't know about that game. Atomfall is a single player survival game in the UK, and that's interesting. I think that is an interesting place to set it. I could be down for that. I'm not the biggest survival game person, but it looked kind of neat. I don't give a shit about Assassin's Creed. I have not cared about an Assassin's Creed game since a long time. My apologies. There's going to be a new Assassin's Creed game in November. But yeah, I just can't be bothered about Assassin's Creed. If you are an Assassin's Creed person, I hope that it is a good one. I hope Shadows whips ass and you're like so psyched about it. More stabby fun. Yeah. Oh. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. I am just glad that they are getting close. Lord Crashin wants me to hit the dance button. Sure, I'll hit the dance button. Here you go. I'll hit the dance button while I talk about the September 5th release date of Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. Good for them. I'm glad they are getting this game out. That's the thing I am most happy for, is it looks like they're close to a release date, you know, getting to September. Good for them. Huge borderless open world and a non-linear story. Hell yeah. The best fit for this type of music, indeed. But yeah, that's coming out in September. Good for them. I just want them to have a successful launch. I hope a lot of people play that game and love it, because everybody's been working really hard and had to move development. So good luck to them. And then console stuff, and then Gears of War. I'll tell you this. That's a shit name. There's a couple things to say about Gears of War. But the thing I'll focus on is that E-Day sucks as a name. E-Day looks like it was a mistake. It looks like they meant to write something else. And you're like, did you mean to say E-Day? Like, Clippy shows up and it's just like, is this fucking right? And you're like, yeah, Clippy, this is right. We called it Gears of War E-Day. Just call it Gears of War 6. You know what? Fuck you for not calling it Gears of War 6, because that's what it is. It's Gears of War 6. What are we fucking doing here? E-Day. That's my big takeaway. They named it bad. They gave it a bad name. It sucks. Gears of War. Kill alien bugs. There you go. A better name for you. Ugh. Look, I'll fucking play some goddamn Gears of War. I will chainsaw some motherfuckers. I will shoot people. I will be mad at a couple annoying characters in the game. I will roll my eyes at some of the melodrama that they have not earned. I will think of the sad music that they somehow made even sadder. Sure, I'll do all that stuff. I'm not going to pretend that E-Day is a good name for a video game. Because it's not. It's bad. They named a video game poorly. They did a bad job naming this video game. I stand by that. Hey, I didn't watch the Ubisoft thing. I have a list of things here from Ubisoft, but I did not watch any of it. Star Wars Outlaws looks good. I watched the trailer for that. I think that looks good. Assassin's Creed stuff. There's a bunch of Prince of Persia stuff, right? Because there's the Rogue of Prince of Persia. The Rogue Prince of Persia has an update coming, which is cool. The Lost Crown is getting an update, and DLC. Another update and stuff for that. And then also Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake, which is 2026. That's a ways away. That's kind of wild that it's 2026 for the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. I know that things have not gone well for them. X-Defiant shit. Anno 117 looks fine. That I'll never play that. I will never play Pax Romana. Anno 117 Pax Romana. There's just no way I'm ever going to play that. That's just not my thing. I thought the trailer, when I watched the trailer, that looked fun. I didn't watch the whole event. I just watched a couple trailers and read some press release stuff. And overall, I was like, yeah, all right. So that's that. I'm like, okay. Seems all right. But yeah, that was the Ubisoft. No Ubisoft, no Ubisoft. God. I am glad none of my friends work for Ubisoft anymore, so I don't have to pretend like I'm psyched about things that they're putting out. Because I was not. I have not been psyched for when I had friends working for Ubisoft. I had to be positive for the games that I do not care about, that they were working on in shit conditions. Do not have to pretend anymore. And that rules. Very excited to not pretend anymore that I am psyched for them. I mean, I'm happy that people work and have jobs and do stuff. Being the first publisher to put a 2026 for a game's expected release year is wild. I mean, a lot of people were just like, look, here's the thing. At least half of the games that they said 2025, that's getting pushed. So respect to them for being like, we're not even going to pretend this is coming out in 2025. Like, I appreciate that. Like, that honesty, I think, is totally reasonable, and I think it's fine. Because, like I said, I think other people are just... They're not necessarily lying. They might be lying. But they're definitely wrong for thinking that they've got games that are going to come out in 2025. So I don't hate the idea of being like, yeah, this is definitely not coming out next year. We're not even going to pretend. Yeah, I don't hate that. One thing I do like doing, and I don't hate this either, is I'm going to talk to you, the viewer, about ways you can support me and this stream. And I appreciate it very much. If you are currently a subscriber, you can throw the Bearcade, the Lego of the site, the tier 2 blue emote in chat. We will get back to model kit building, and we're going to talk about some anime and video games and stuff like that. But I do need to do my pause for the cause. But yeah, if you're a subscriber, you can throw the Bearcade's Lego site tier 2 blue emote in chat. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here through Cash Money or your Prime Gaming token. You could be like Lord Crashton, use Cash Money or use your Prime token. You could gift a sub like Bobby Dice Roller. You could join the gift sub leaderboard. The goal right now is to get to 44 subscribers before my stream on June 21st. On June 21st, for my subathon, I would love to start that stream with 44 subscribers. So if you want to help me get there, you can. Once we get to 44, the next goal is 88 throughout the course of that subathon. We'll talk more about that in a second. Or a minute, I should say. But yeah, subscribing, easy. If you want to become cheerleader board, you want to join the cheerleader board and do a little cheer, you could do that. Appreciate that. Also, subscriptions and gift subs are going to go up next month. So why not do it now? Lock it in. You could get a sub for 3 months under this price. And that'll be pretty good. I don't know, throw it out there. There are other ways to support me and what I do here, which all feeds back into buying model kits. It all goes back into it. I'm not like I'm raking in this money and doing other stuff with it. No, I buy model kits with the money that I get from y'all, which is great. I have a Patreon, patreon.com/PatBear. There's a $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier. There are different rewards for the different tiers. Consider joining me on Patreon as an alternative to Twitch if you're looking for an alternative. I have a YouTube channel at youtube.com/PatBear. Over on my YouTube, you can find that subscribing there is free, of course, but also you can become a member. Memberships are $2 a month. And for that $2 a month, you get my Wednesday videos on Tuesday. So tomorrow, you'll get a new episode of Kuma Baer, my weekly video series. So if you want to see that a day early, jump in on the YouTube channel. Let's see, other things that I can tell you about. Those are all monthly ways to support me, but if you want to do a one-time donation to my Ko-Fi or my PayPal, you could do that, and it will go directly into a fund to buy model kits. So everything I make through direct donations, through YouTube, which includes AdSense, so watching my videos helps me out, through Patreon and through Twitch, all goes into a fund, and out of that fund, I buy model kits and build model kits. The CGUE that I'm building right now, the CGUE Type D.E.E.P.ARMS, I bought this kit with past you's generosity. So present you could help out future me with cool model kits. The Lego set I just built came from that as well. I have a backlog that I'm happy to build from. I buy kits that I'm interested in building. And there's one kit in there that I'm going to be annoying about building because unicorns are tough kits to build. But I bought it. But if you're saying to yourself, no, Pat, don't build anything from that. Build something that I choose. Well, you can put your money where your mouth is and buy something off my Amazon wish list. Everything that's bought on my wish list jumps the queue and becomes the next thing that I'm building. I got Lego kits. I got model kits, all kinds of different stuff. Stuff that's on sale, stuff that never goes on sale, some Pokemon and Digimon, and a bunch of things that look really rad that I would love to put together, and you can help me do that by buying it off of my wish list. Again, you'll get a dedicated video. It'll jump the queue and become the next thing that I build. Also, should just say that, hey, I've been talking about it. It's my birthday coming up. If you want to buy me a birthday present, you can buy me a model kit to build, and I will be happy to build that on stream, of course. So see if there's something there on this list. And there's expensive stuff towards the bottom of the list, and also actually, wow. Damn, I might fucking just buy this myself. Sorry. The Gundam Aerial full mechanics is $44 right now, and with free shipping, and that's a fucking great price. After the stream, I'm gonna have to check my finances because I will get a payday from Patreon or from Twitch soon. Sometime this week, I will get money from Twitch, and I might just have to fucking buy that. Sorry, I got distracted, but that's a really fucking good deal for a 1/100 full mechanics. Oof. All right, I got to think about that, friends. I might be buying something. Yes, strict by your own wishes. Well, hey GB. To be fair, Lord Crashington, I do buy stuff off my wish list because it allows me to see stuff that's on sale. But also, you're buying it for me. You and the collective you are buying it for me. So yeah, I'm very much thinking I might end up buying that. If you want to buy the Aerial for me before I can buy it for me, you can do that. But since I am going to be getting some Twitch money coming in, which will go to model kits, I might have to fucking buy that. God damn, that's a good price. That's a really good price. That I am not closing out that list. I gotta get back into this. Sorry, I got distracted by a good fucking price on that model kit. I got a throne wish list. If you want to buy something for my throne wish list, you can do that as an alternative to Amazon because it's good to have alternatives. And if you want the most convoluted way to support me financially, you can go to USA Gundam Store. You buy a gift card there. You get a gift card code sent to your email. Then you send me a DM on Twitter or a DM on Blue Sky or a whisper on Twitch with that gift card code. And then I will use that gift card code to buy something from USA Gundam Store. That is an alternative. That is the alternative if you don't want to be on wish lists. I should say, the other day I got a message on Blue Sky, which was very nice. It was one of my first chat messages on Blue Sky, and it was someone being like, "Hey, so I saw that you play Pokemon Go still. Do you want to be friends? Here's our code. We send gifts." And I was like, that fucking whips ass. Like, I like what I do, and I appreciate that. But it's like, oh, me and my wife are playing Pokemon Go again, so you want to be friends? And it's like, hell yeah, I do. I'm still fucking playing that game. I don't know. I thought it was nice, and I wanted to share it. If you want to support me and not spend any money, I got a fucking Discord. You can just jump on the old Discord if you want to do that. You'd be welcome there. We'd love to have you. A couple video links for you to check out before we get back to building. Pat Bear's Anime Club, I got a new episode out. You may have been able to guess, based on Saturday's stream, what the next video was going to be about when I was just rattling off facts about Tenchi Muyo. That's right. It's a whole video dedicated to Tenchi fucking Muyo. I made a video. Yes, John, it is. It is about every series, movie, spin-off, and reference that connects the Tenchi Muyo universe. That's why I had all that information on Saturday. Do I already know a lot about Tenchi Muyo? Of fucking course I do. Did I look up even more about Tenchi Muyo for this video? And then it happened to come up in conversation on Saturday? Also fucking yes. I had recorded that video like a couple hours before I streamed, so it was fresh in my mind. GB says, I'm planning to get an HG and I want to try painting, but I don't know what kind I want to do, hand painting or spray painting. Yeah, I am not a good person to give advice about painting because airbrushing I have not done in decades. And hand painting, I don't have the dexterity for, or the interest. Good luck to you. There are YouTube people out there that will have like lots of opinions. Now, I can't believe I'm telling you this. The r/Gunpla subreddit is nice. It is a nice subreddit. The Gunpla subreddit, you can go in there and you can read, and people will have conversations. You can ask questions. The most of the folks in there are very cool, and the mods stuck with Reddit, so it's got good moderation. It's worth maybe taking a look in there because they might be able to point you in some advice that I can't give you. I can tell you that clear paint that has glitter in it, that if you use a sponge brush, you can apply it very easily to model kits, and it'll dry and look pretty nice. That's as much as I can tell you because I don't have. That's the only painting I've done on model kits in the last like 15 years. So I can't really be much more help, and I apologize for that. Also, Kuma Baer. The last thing I'll recommend to you to check out is a video, my weekly anime recommendation series, where I recommended Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. One of my favorite Gundam series, one of my favorite mecha series of all time. June is Mecha Month. On Wednesday, I will be recommending another mecha series for cool people. It's a mecha series for cool bros. So you might be able to guess what I'm going to recommend on Wednesday based on that. But it is the most cool dude mecha series possible. And so I'll recommend that on Wednesday. But the most current one is me talking about Iron Blooded Orphans. We're going to get back to model kit building here and talk about some anime because it's Shonen Night. I did manage to watch the episode of Windbreaker that I couldn't watch on Saturday because of all the many things that was happening to me on Saturday. And then we'll also talk about Kaiju number 8, which I normally talk about on Mondays. So that way we'll make this Shonen Monday, and Thursday will be lesbian relationship story Thursday. We'll do that. But before I get into talking about anime, I need to drink some water, and we need to dramatically transition to the overhead camera, and we'll do both those things right now. All right. Get rid of that. Okay, we're going to work on an arm. And while we work on this arm, which does have a spot to attach something, so something will be attached to that. There's little pegs there, you can see. Getting going on that. While I get ready to do that, we're going to talk about some anime. But even before that, a reminder, I'm going to talk about it probably only like 2 times per stream, but I will bring this up here real quick. Boom, there we go. Pat Baer's birthday subathon is June 21st. The first goal is 44 subscribers. At 44 subscribers, which is my birth age, I'll be 44 for my birthday this year. We'll unlock the Nightmare Royal Rumble in WWE 2K24. What does that mean? It means that all of the most god-awful looking creator wrestlers I can download, and including some of them I've already had, will compete in a Royal Rumble. That'll be silly and fun. And then, from that point on, when we hit 45 subscribers, I eat a chicken McNugget. And from that point on, 45 to 88, that's also my age, 44, I will eat 44 nuggets if we get to 88 subscribers. It's a subscriber equals 1 nugget. It is incremental. There'll be other things happening. Hearthstone, watching some wrestling. I've got access to a lot more Joshi. I have a lot of fun watching some Joshi, including some subtitled interviews. There's going to be some interview stuff, which will be very fun and just kind of neat to check out. So we'll check that out. And then some old gaming commercials, which I'll throw on if I need to like eat a bunch of nuggets because there was a big surge of support. But yeah, that's the 21st. And here's the answer to a question you might have. Pat, what if you get to like 48 subscribers or 50 subscribers before the stream starts? Well, then we'll open the stream with 6 nuggets. You know? If I start the stream with 72 subscribers, then I will eat however many nuggets I need to say. Let's say 74, which would be 20 nuggets. No, 74 would not be 20 nuggets. With 30 nuggets. God. That would be 30 nuggets. If we started 64, that'd be 20 nuggets. If I started that stream with 74 subscribers, yes, then I would eat 30 nuggets in a row at the start of the stream. Oh, that sounds terrible. Why am I doing? Oh, God. Okay. All right. Well, I haven't talked myself out of this because I did announce it on stream. But oh boy, I'm not talking myself out of it, but I am freaking myself out a little bit about it. Let's talk about some anime. We need a sponsor to max this out ASAP. I mean, that's the thing, right? Yeah, if I hit 88 subscribers before the stream starts, or at the start of the stream, then I'll eat 44 nuggets in a row. I'm not going to say how long it'll, I'll take my time with it. I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to try to do, oh, let's do 44 in 44 minutes. Like, fuck that. But yeah, I'll go for it. Oh boy, what am I doing? Okay. The things I do. The things I do when I have a good, dumb idea and I want to see it through. Huh? Let's talk about Windbreaker episode 10. Now, I'll tell you this. There's no fighting in this episode of Windbreaker. Excuse me. There's a lot of cool guy energy and like good guy camaraderie in this episode, but there's no fighting. And I was like, this is weird. This arc like was most of the season, but not the full season. Well, also, this is episode 10. There's 13 episodes this season. So at the very least, a new arc will start. I am fully confident something new will start in episode 11, and the 11, 12, and 13 will be like either a mini story or setting up a bigger thing for a future season if they get one, and I don't know if they will. But I was like, huh, okay, because the big fight's over. Bufurin won. Shishitorin, Choji, and Togame like got defeated. Everybody got defeated. But it's time for like to get a meal, a celebratory meal, and like Sakura, who is essentially the main character, but he did some stuff, but he didn't do a lot. He's just like, I'm kind of confused while we're all eating together. This is kind of weird. Choji and Togame apologize. And Sakura's like, okay, well, what do you think? And so he points at Togame and he's like, hey, you've got to become a cool guy. None of this loser stuff. From now on, you got to figure out a way to be a really cool dude. Which is like, all right, sure. More fighting philosophy, because Choji's like, hey, you seem to be having a good time, but you're also a leader. How does that work? How are you able to have like a good time and fun while also being in charge? Well, he's like, I like spending time with people and sharing a meal with them. So having this kind of like found family thing works. And he's like, I didn't get to be the leader without people supporting me. It was a group effort. So now I have more responsibility and more people to protect, but also I have all these people along to support me. And he's like, look, if I could protect everyone and do all this without being the leader, I would. I'm not in it to be the leader, but like, I'll do it. I'll do what I have to do. There's not a lot of movement in these arms, I'll say. It's not the end of the world, but I did notice that. We'll panel line this, and then we will put this all together here while I'm reading my notes. But his wishes came true, so he's the leader. He's going to do it. And now other people's wishes have also become his wishes now that he's in charge. Choji seems like he's kind of back to the way he was that we saw in flashbacks. He see like a weight has lifted, like losing has been good for him. It seems like losing this brawl. Sasaki is there at the cafe, and he's like, "Hey, sorry," because like he's one of the reasons why this brawl happened, and so he apologizes. And they're like, "No, no, no, that's cool, it's fine." Uh, this also serves as Umamiya being like, "We're throwing a party for Sakura." Because this is like Sakura's first Bufferin activity, like major activity. So they throw a party. Um, and Sakura is thinking like, because Sakura's goal was, he was going to join this high school for delinquents and he was going to rise to the top. But he's like, how can I rise to the top if I don't have people with me? And there's a long conversation of the conversation that he had with Togame. He and Togame had a conversation, and that was with their fists. That was like man-to-man fight. Um, uh, and he's like, well, I came to be the top. But he's like, well, no, you've been accepting us and you're accepting yourself. Like you're starting to accept yourself and you do have people, so it's okay. And then all this talk about Sakura wanting Umamiya's spot brings in more comic relief because Sugishida's there, who is, of course, more than a Bufferin fan. He's an Umamiya fan. And so he and Sakura are threatening to fight each other and they want to duel it out. And maybe that's actually going to happen, but it also seemed like it was maybe the comic relief of this episode. And I thought that was solid. Again, this is just like manly young men being manly and togetherness and found family nonsense. And it feels earned. That's the one thing about this show that I do really appreciate is that the nonsense does feel earned. Like when they get really goofy with it, and all of the philosophies these young people have, I think are earned. It's a good shonen, and I think they put some money into the art and the animation. I think is pretty damn good. It is, I've appreciated it quite a bit. I am enjoying my time with it. It's pretty solid. Now, on the other hand, Kaiju number 8, I think some episodes look better than others. I think they might have exceeded their budget in some weeks. This feels like a show that, I'll say this, I'm very surprised this show has not taken a week off. This show feels like a show where they were like, oh shit, we got to do a special because we do not have, this episode is not coming together. We are not ready to go. It is, I am pleasantly surprised that they have not done the like recoup week. The like best, maybe they did, but I don't think they did. I think Kaiju number 8 just started a little late in the season. But maybe they did take a week off, but I think they just started late. Maybe to give themselves more time. Anyway, shit's popping off. In this one, Hoshina is researching Kaiju number 8, who is our guy Kafka, and also reviewing information about Kaiju number 9, who is part of this group that is causing lots of trouble and seems to be related to all of the problems, if not most of the problems that we're currently dealing with. All right, so I need A24, is this one. This head is weird looking. We're going to get a lot of this done here. We're going to do our first 2 stickers on this kit as well. Of course, they're head stickers. Why wouldn't they be head stickers? But we'll get that when we come to it. For now, we're just going to build all the components here, and then we'll put it all together and make it look nice. This is going to go like this. Hell yeah, looks cool. And then this, and we'll get into the Kaiju number 8 in a second, but let me just get this good here. There we go. Oop. That goes into that, and then this goes together into there, and then the top of this head is just about done here. Hell yeah. We're making, this is a quick build so far. We're making some good progress on this. Then 827. I didn't get 827 and B17. And B17 is where we're going to get some stickers. So, all right. So, Kafka is doing research. He's also trying to help with figuring out how to fight Kaiju number 9 and more information. And just as general, like, you know, part of his deal has been that he's not the strong at all in his human form, but he knows a lot and he's good at research and good at tactics when it comes to fighting. So that's how he's been proving his own. But then some meteors start shooting down. Well, those aren't meteors, of course. Those are monsters. Hoshina suits up, and Hoshina's basically, the general plan is get the biggest monsters to the practice area, because we can go wild in the practice area. So like lead them there, and then we'll take care of it. Is generally the plan that they've had, is to just kind of lead these monsters where we need to lead them. These are wyvern types. We saw them at the end of the last episode, and Kafka gets on the call and is just like, this is very strange because they don't hunt in packs. They're territorial. They don't like each other. So something strange is going on if they're together. And then it's revealed that someone is ordering them, and they don't know why, but someone is ordering these monsters around. There is a big kaiju, a sentient kaiju, in front of Hoshina, and it has a high fortitude level. Basically, the danger level. This thing is going to be a fucking problem. This thing is not going to be an easy fight for our guy, who is the strongest of the Special Defense Force. We've known that, but now this episode we really find out. Hoshina's like, hey, focus on any of the medium-sized monsters. Let the rest clean up the wyvern, and then he gets attacked by the Daikaiju. Kafka is like, gets on the horn and is like, hey everybody, the thing we need to do is you have to attack the backs. If you attack them in their back, you can get access to their sorry, so I need this. He's going there and there. If you get them in the back, then you have access to getting their core. Okay, so I figured out what this is. This is a sticker on a sticker situation. We are going to place this black sticker along here, and then in the dead center, we're going to put the orange sticker on there. So theoretically, I could put this orange sticker on the black sticker first, but instead I'm going to apply the black sticker and then find the spot for the orange sticker after that. Generally with like Zaku kits, this is where, our one-eyed kits like this, that's going to be where you are applying a sticker on a sticker. It is not that common. It is usually only in this kind of a kit, where they want to color correct the eye or the blank space there, because the eye is going to move around, theoretically. Obviously not in practice in this. You got to get into a master grade Zaku too, most of the time, to have the eyes that move. Some high grades do it, but not every high grade. All right, I have now applied this sticker, and I'm going to apply the eye sticker on there. And that's the only two stickers that have to go on the face, which is great for me. All right. Delicate work. Sometimes stickers at this age are a little annoying. Get off and on. All right, so then we got to just apply that sticker like this. Is this dead center? No. Is it close enough? Yes. I mean, the thing moves around. It doesn't have to be dead center. There. And that will set pretty well. A sticker going on a sticker. I can zoom in a little bit here. Sticker going on a sticker. There it is. There's the eye sticker. Hell yeah. And that's all I need to... Oh, no. There's two more pieces for the head, so... We do have 2 more pieces to go on the face there, and that'll be done. I did, and we'll put a little bit of a marker on these other parts of the face. Okay, so we got a lot of battling, lots of chaos happening over the place. That's a nice long fin on the back of the head. Yes, this fin fucking goes distance. Until the backpack goes on, once I put the head on, it's not going to want to sit flat like that. Because there's just like a lot going on over there. All right, so this is 7, which goes on that side. Okay, so everyone's having trouble getting through the armor on the Wyverns to get to the core. Until Kikaru shows up. And Kikaru has a fucking battle axe. And guess what? Music is cool for this. Kikaru looks fucking rad. Just hitting Wyverns so she can get at their core and just being fucking awesome. And then we do a flashback. In my opinion, completely unnecessary flashback. She could have just said as she was doing stuff, I understand show not tell, but she could have just said as she was doing stuff, it was a gift because I'm the 3rd strongest. But instead we get a flashback. Because they're like, here's a battle axe to help you with your style. We don't normally give people of your, stage weapons like this, but you're the 3rd strongest, and blah, blah, blah. And so Mina is the 2nd strongest, which we've seen demonstrated. I thought for a while there, Mina might be the strongest, but Hoshina is the strongest. But the 3rd strongest is our girl, our tsundere girl, Kikaru. But yeah, her numbers are just high. She just kills a lot of stuff. So she's taking out the Wyverns, helping people out. And then, she can't really watch her own back. Reno shows up. We get Reno in this episode, and he basically takes up the position of, I am going to help, Kikaru, like by watching her back and supporting her. And then, this fucking motivates people. This gets people going. These fuckers are ramped up. They are psyched about this shit. I have a backpack piece and then and then I have a backpack and then pieces that go on around the backpack as well. See, oh yeah. Oh, these things look cool. C24 and C25. Or 23, I should say. I gotta put these on here as well. I believe that things will get connected to this in the future. But I'm gonna go on here. And then that's 24. Oh, 24 goes on this way. Okay. 24 goes on here. 24 goes on here. It says C24, which means the other side will be C23. That doesn't look right. Guess that's right. Oh, okay. The image was just really bad. It goes like this. This is what it does. The photo here, the illustration on the instruction booklet, I couldn't figure out what it wanted for me there because the way it's drawn just didn't really match up with what I need to do here. So I'm gonna go in like that. That's neat. We'll give those a little marker here to make them look awesome as well. Back to the episode. Everybody gets motivated. Hoshina is still fighting the Kaiju, but this time has gotten to the training area and they're battling it out. The Kaiju is basically just like, I am very excited about eating Hoshina and getting stronger because apparently that's a fucking thing. Can get stronger by eating our dude. So that obviously we would like that to not happen. We do not want our guy to get fucking eaten. It would be great if he did not get eaten. All right, so this goes there, that goes there. A25 and A5 and A5. Great. So yeah, he wants to eat him. Hoshina basically plans to go all out to take on the monster. Kafka saves a defense force person named Minase. Um, and basically, the idea is that they are going to uh, evacuate the wounded. And Reno is like, trust us, trust everybody. And that is, in my opinion, that is Reno winking and nodding, saying, hey, don't feel like you have to turn into a monster to save everyone, because it will be very difficult for you to protect yourself if you turn into a monster here. They want to help the wounded. Some more high-ranking officers are about to show up, which is be great for everybody. And then our cliffhanger is that the monster gets fucking stronger. It transforms. It does have some sort of toxin, but luckily Hoshina is wearing a mask that will prevent him from inhaling the toxins, which is really fucking great. But yeah, it's a bad time. He is now a fortitude level of 9.0. That is probably too much for Hoshina to deal with alone. So shit is popping off. That was episode 9 of Kaiju number 8, a show that I am thoroughly enjoying, but also like, oh, holy shit, things are going to get rough for our heroes here. And we might need Kafka to transform and take the risk. We don't know. I mean, at some point, he's got to fucking... I mean, there are a couple people that know he can turn into a monster, but at some point, everybody's is going to fucking find out, because that's shonen. You know, it's a shonen. At some point, people got to fucking deal. You know, the secret's got to get out. He's already got 2 people on the squad that know. More people are going to have to learn at some point. And that's it for me talking about the anime I've been watching. Now is the part of the stream where I want to hear from you, friends. Are you watching anything? You playing anything? Was there something? Are there demos you've been checking out? Because my stream tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern will be me playing some demos. I have a good list of a bunch of different kinds of things. We'll get to as many of them as we can. I don't know how many we'll actually do, but we are gonna try a bunch of different demos on tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern to see how they go. But yeah, if there's anything you're playing or watching that you want to chat with me about, that would be cool. Daily Hearthstone stuff. I'm taking a break from Twist and trying to just do well on the ladder for Wild. I am in Platinum right now in Wild, and I'm trying to go higher in that. That's the goal. I do have one weird deck to show off when it's time to show off weird decks on during my subathon stream. So I do have something for that stream. I've been trying to find something. It's one of my favorite decks of all time. I did have a new version of an Evolve deck. I love Evolve decks so much. Is it a good deck? Absolutely not. It's one of the worst decks I could possibly play, but I do really like it. So I will be busting out my Wild deck, my Wild Evolve deck on that stream on the 21st, because playing Hearthstone is fun. So we'll do that. But yeah, Hearthstone, Helldivers 2, played some Helldivers 2 today, which was nice. I was planning to play last night. My crew was, some people in the crew were around, and we did have people. Really bad thunderstorms last night, like very loud thunder and lightning. And so we didn't get a power surge. We didn't like lose power or anything. But at one point, the lights flickered a little bit, and one of my monitors turned off and then turned back on. And I went, oh, shit, fuck this. And I turned everything off and unplugged them from the wall. And then about 25 minutes later, all of the, not all of, but a large majority of the neighborhood lost internet. We didn't lose power, but we did lose internet at one point. So I went, okay, it was a good call that I called off this, hanging out. And so unfortunately I did not get to stream with friends or play games with friends and play Helldivers 2 yesterday, but I did play some today. with a smaller group of friends, and that was still very fun. I am caught up on the Seventh Prince, reincarnated as Seventh Prince, which is still bad, but the action... Unfortunately, that's the isekai where all the money went into this season. There were a lot of isekai this season, and the isekai that got money put behind it were reincarnated as a slime, which I'm caught up on, and it looks fucking gorgeous. Mushoku Tensei, which I don't like, but that has a lot of money put behind it. The new one that got money put behind it is reincarnated as a Seventh Prince, which I think is bad, but I'm still caught up on it. And then Moonlit Fantasy, which is slow. It's so fucking slow. It's in the second half of its second season, and it's such a goddamn slow story, but it is kind of fucking cool. And there's a Kamen Rider style suit, like a superhero suit, that showed up a couple episodes ago. That was pretty cool. But for the most part, it's just like, yeah, all right. It's a big story, and it doesn't need to be as big as it is, in my opinion. But yeah, that's me getting caught up on some anime. There's some other stuff I'd never even started or I'm way behind on that hopefully I'll get caught up on soon. Now I'm going to read what y'all been writing. John watched The Iron Claw, a movie based on the Von Erich brothers, and started up Like a Dragon soon. Now you're starting it up soon. Nice. Yeah. Iron Claw has a few things that are inaccurate in it as far as the story, but it is still a good interpretation and a good story medium for that family and their many tragedies. That is well acted and is a story that's well told, even if some of it is a little off. And the person playing... I think the person playing Ric Flair... it's definitely not a feel-good movie, no. The person playing Ric Flair watched based his performance on Ric Flair on one very weird reel promo. Because people found the promo that he is doing. And it's a weird Ric Flair promo, and... someone should have noticed, hey, this Ric Flair isn't good. I know it's accurate to this one monologue or one promo that you are using as a source, but that's bad because that's not accurate to Ric Flair. You got to change this shit. And then the person who played Harley Race doesn't really sound like Harley Race. He doesn't have the Harley Race voice, but he fucking looks so much like Harley Race that I'll let it go. Lord Crasher says, I played the Building Relationships demo that is silly and very gay in its writing. It's a bit like a short hike and featured buildings flirting with you. Yes. Building Relationships is on my short list tomorrow. My large list for demos is Squeak Cross, A Ranger, Dungeon Crawler, I Am Your Beast, Montanero, Waxheads, Tiny Bookshop, Yars Rising, G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra, Gordlets, and Building Relationships. Will I play all of those? Probably not, because that is 4, 8, 11. That is 11 that I listed there. I don't think I'm going to play 11 demos, but also because I Am Your Beast is not the kind of game that I stream, so I don't know. I am going to check it out. I will probably end up getting I Am Your Beast as a code because... it's by Strange Scaffold, and they send me the games that they work on. Did you see the Mech Builder demo? Yeah, I didn't. I don't like Mech Builder. I don't like Mech Builder games. They aren't the kind of sim that I want. They're the wrong type of sim. They're too simmy and not enough. Like I don't know how to describe it right, Lashbrook. I don't think it's for me. I want model kit builders, not mech builders, if that makes sense. I don't want them to be real. I want them to be, like plastic. Ghostfell is rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. No new games, just more Elden Ring, Helldivers. Hell yeah and hell yeah. Enjoy that. The top half of this kit is fucking done. So I guess we should work on, the leg. We'll get started on a leg. Mech Builder is a model kit builder. They describe it as a puzzle game. Okay, so I didn't see that then. I'll put it on my short list. Again, I don't know if I'll get to it. But I guess I'll say I didn't look for it because most mech building games are not what I want in a game. We looked at a mecha builder. We streamed a mecha builder, and it was not, unfortunately, what I wanted. So I'll look at it. This might end up being the thing that I want it to be, which would be nice. We might look at it. I don't know. It's on the list now. Last person has been grinding events in Final Fantasy 14 and dailies in Multiverse. Yeah, I'm done with Multiverses. I'm done with it. I don't like the grind of the dailies, and I don't have people to play with. I think I'm definitely done with that. And it's just, I feel a little gross playing it. So if I'm feeling gross while I'm doing it, I think my answer is to not do it. We got F there, and then I need M. M is here, right? Here's M. Working on the legs. We'll at least get part of this leg done. Let's see. Picked back up my reading of the DBZ manga. Hell yeah. I wonder what the reaction was to Trunks appearing for people who saw it for the first time unspoiled. John says, hell yeah. Squeak Cross. Yes. So Lashbrook. Trunks fucking future Trunks whipped ass. It's just a cool looking dude. It's a cool looking teen with a sword that's stronger than Frieza. Trunks blew people's fucking minds when Trunks showed up. In Japan, in the manga, in the anime, in America, Trunks whipped ass. And people were like, fuck yeah. Who's this fucking dude? What's up? Wait, this guy's a Saiyan? This guy's got fucking purple hair, and he's a goddamn Saiyan. What's up? What's happening right now? What's going on here? That's Vegeta's son from the future? What the fuck? That's cool as hell. Oh, the future is fucked up? Oh, no, damn. Oh, damn, that sucks. Goku died somehow? Huh? And they never revived him? What the fuck? Yeah, that shit was wild. Wild. Crazy ass stuff. Vegeta fucks? Yeah, who's fucking Vegeta? John says, my dog is on heart medication, and my wife and I both called him his Goku pills. Yeah, you gotta take here's the thing. Everyone in the Z Fighters need to have senzu beans on them. It's wild that they don't keep a bunch of senzu beans on them at all times, and sometimes they're like, oh shit, we didn't think we'd need them. We don't have any. We gotta go see Yajirobe and Karen and get some more senzu beans. And it's like, come on, y'all. That's ridiculous. And then the other thing is, yeah, Goku, take your goddamn heart medication. What's Korin doing? Just growing beans. Yeah. Korin's just, hey, look, sometimes Korin visits and hangs out and sees what's up. But like, that's Korin's thing, is like, so many people on Earth can now visit him. It's weird that so many people can get up there. Very strange. They got no problems. Go hang out. He's just like, what? How did everybody get up here? Yeah. Korin is just hanging out. Like, look, what do you need Korin to do? Make senzu beans? He does. Hang out? He does. Keep Yajirobe alive? He does. Korin's doing his thing. Yeah, and then sometimes above him, a bunch of people start fighting and shit all the time. He doesn't have time for that. We've almost finished the leg. This kit is coming together real smooth. I'm excited about it. Looks very good. I'll take a photo of it once the stream's done. But that is going to do it for the stream, as I say that. But that's not the end of it, of course, because we have to end with a raid. We got to go find someone doing cool shit out there. That is how we end every stream. We'll go find somebody and go support them because you have been gracious enough to spend some of your time with me. As Sean says, we always end with a raid. I believe Mary Kish is not streaming tonight because of summer game stuff. Yes, Mary Kish is taking the night off. Yes. Yeah, because Summer Game Fest stuff, Mary is working. Actually, not a lot of people that I follow are streaming right now. Loading Ready Run is playing Mario Party 3, but I bet they've been going for... Yes, they've been going for almost 3 hours. I bet they are almost done with that. So we're not going to... I mean, they might go longer, but I don't know. Nobody wins, indeed. We're not going to raid that. It's time to do the thing that we do when we don't know what to do. Which is raid old-timey computer show. When I don't know who to raid because nobody is streaming that I want to go hang out with, we go fucking watch old-timey computer show, and we're going to go see some weird shit. There's an old guy in glasses right now. This looks good. We'll go see what's going on there. Thank you all so much for spending some of your Monday night with me. We'll be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern for demos. Steam demos. We're going to check out some Steam Next Fest stuff, some Summer Game Fest demos. A bunch of demos are out there, and we're going to look at a bunch. Are we going to get to all 12 I have on my list? Fuck no, we're not, but we'll try some of them. It'll be fun. And then I'll be back on Thursday to continue working on this model kit. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'll see you in the future. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.